Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Alex and you're watching More Fragrance Please. Today we are chatting about a fragrance house, a fragrance brand, a niche brand that is so well received in the fragrance community, in the niche community. Guys, we're talking about Scents of Wood. We're going to talk about 3 of the fragrances they sent me for review, for me to discuss with my followers and my people. And I am so excited to talk about this. I've had these for a couple months now. I've worn them a few times each. I've gotten to know them, where they might perform the best, where you might like to wear these, and so on and so forth. So stay tuned. All right, guys, so welcome back. We are going to dive into the House of Scents of Wood. Now, what I have today are 10 milliliter travel size atomizers from the house itself. They sent me 3 for review, and that is what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about those 3 and go into more in depth of each one. Having said that, I don't have full-size bottles in front of me, so each one's full-size bottle will be right here on my left. We all know Scents of Wood as being one of the most beautiful bottles in the niche fragrance game, in the fragrance game in general. But what's more beautiful is the scent and the juice inside of those gorgeous bottles that are blended so well, that are made so eloquently by incredible perfumers. It's owned and operated by Fabrice, who actually frequents Portland, Oregon, where I live. I actually live outside of Portland, Oregon, about a half an hour. And he comes every year or other year to Perfumery, which is a niche indie shop boutique in Portland, which I will tag them down below. They have been so good to me with samples. They've been so good to me, customer service, and the amount of stuff they have is insane. Of course, they have a lot of Scents of Wood. First and foremost, we're going to jump into it with this 10 milliliter atomizer. We're going to be talking about vanilla and bourbon. Now, these guys are 10 mLs. They are beautiful glass. It's not some cheap piece of plastic or glass. It is heavy duty glass, a real wood cap, and the atomizer is right there. I'll go ahead and spray this on a little strip. Beautiful atomizers, by the way. Very, very pretty atomizers. So what do you get with vanilla and bourbon? It's, you guys, vanilla and bourbon is vanilla top notes, cinnamon, balsam. You have some myrrh, so it makes it a little bit earthy. You have lemon zest to give it a little bit of a zing. And then you have cardamom in there. So all of those things together makes this one a vanilla bomb. And it is very earthy. It is blended very well. It is very thick. And when I wore this, it was about 10 hours of wearability that I could smell it and notice the scent bubble around me. Now, in those 10 hours, it was radiating pretty good. As I heated up, it actually pushed a little bit harder. And with the vanilla, I'm a huge fan of vanilla, but not just vanilla. I mean, this is dark, resinous, beautiful. I mean, this is a really good unisex fragrance. It is, like I said, a vanilla bomb. So it's gonna have all those things you want in a vanilla, but it's just super high quality oil. I mean, the quality of oils that Fabrice and Scents of Wood use are just superior to a lot of other ones around. You guys, so that is vanilla and bourbon. Let's jump to another. All right, guys, so we're gonna jump to number 2, and that one is patchouli and rye. So patchouli and rye, that juice, I want you to take a look at that juice. The lighting is hitting it just right. It's dark, dark, dark juice, you guys. The next one, the last one I'm gonna show you, is the darkest juice, and it is insanely good too. Atomizer, very nice. Scents of Wood kind of age their stuff in barrels. That's why a lot of this stuff is called this in that, this in that. This is patchouli and rye, and I believe patchouli and rye was aged in a rye barrel, which is, you know, a rye is a kind of liqueur or liquor, and they age it somehow in that. There's some sort of process where they take that from that barrel. Fabrice finds those barrels all around the world, and that's how he creates a new scent or something along those lines. It's very, very, very cool. It's a very cool process. I sprayed too much. With patchouli and rye, it's very earthy. You're gonna have mandarin and nutmeg at the top. So kind of this brightness, but held together with this kind of like this different bite to it. Pink pepper in the mid with rose. Now the rose is not prominent, it's there, but it's not like, it's not screaming rose, okay? It's there, it's giving it a lot of love, but it's not screaming rose too much. Tobacco, patchouli, and vanilla on the base notes. So it is very earthy, very natural. These are very natural oils, you guys. Very natural oils, very high quality, and you will get that. You will understand that when you wear them the first time. You can just tell the difference in oil concentration. I believe these are all eau de parfums. I want to say they're close to 20%, so they're pretty thick. This one, I only wore it 2 times. I liked it. Like I said, it's very natural. This would be really good any time of year, but the heat might be a little bit too much for this one. But patchouli and rye is elegant. I know I keep saying that, but it's just, I can't really think of anything else. It's very high quality, good stuff. Guys, that's patchouli and rye. Let's move on to the last one. This one is my favorite one. And I'm not sure really why, except for the fact that when I wore it, it changes a little bit. It's very, very just intense. It's a great wearing. It's different. No one else is gonna smell like this. You're not gonna smell like anyone of your friends. This, my friends, is ebony and oak. Now I want you to look at that juice. Can you see that juice? It looks blue, doesn't it? It is borderline black blue juice. It's pretty crazy, actually. It's really, really crazy to see what the color of this juice is. Okay, now this is, so this is very loud. This is very prominent. You're gonna fill a room with this one. But it has this, oh my gosh, it's almost like this aquaticness to it, even though it doesn't have that kind of stuff. It's a very, very natural woody base. Tonka kind of rounds out the sweetness of the base. Cocoa is on the base as well. The mid is saffron, citron, and a bit of suede. So it's kind of leathery. It's kind of robust and masculine, but it's not like a leather note that's going to take over everything. Pink pepper and cardamom up top. So a little bite up top, a little bit of that earthiness, a little saffron bite, cocoa, tonka, sweet. This is one of the sweeter ones in his line, but not sweet like a 1 million sweet, but sweet as in like sweeter, just overall sweeter. Gosh, you guys. So that is ebony and oak. This one lasted on my skin for quite a few hours. All of these are just absolutely insane staying power. These would be great to be worn outside. If you want to wear them inside, like an office or something like that, I would say just go light in the sprays. Go like 1 or 2 in the chest right here. Let it radiate, get a feel for it. Maybe wear it on a day off. Do what I do sometimes is spray it on hand and wear it for the rest of the day and get a feeling of how that works. That is kind of how I will kind of gauge things and the severity of things before I give them a full wearing. So guys, I hope that sheds some light on Scents of Wood for you. This is 3 fragrances out of a massive catalog that he has to offer. I know that Fabrice and the team there do monthly subscriptions. So I want to say one of these comes to you every single month for 12 months. If you subscribe to it, it's one certain price. It gets shipped to your house every month. And I believe, I don't know if it's always this, it might be a different fragrance every month that he's made recently. So it's a beautiful situation. I mean, the Scents of Wood is a house that we all know because the bottles and the juice, and Fabrice runs a great show over there. So shout out to Fabrice. Shout out to the team for sending these my way. This, to me, everyone, is a milestone collaboration in my life. Scents of Wood is massive in the case of just super niche perfumery, and the fact that they were okay and wanted to work with me was a dream come true. So thank you to the team over there for that. Thanks for making my dream come true with you guys. That's awesome. So I look forward to talking to you guys more about them. Take a look, guys. Scents of Wood. Find them down below at scentsofwood.com. All of these, I'll get them linked up for you. And remember, have a good day. Look good, smell good, be good. Oof, those atomizers. Oh, I'll talk to you soon.